All right, let me just tell you this about what does it mean to go to God in fear and trembling. What I hope that y'all realize out there and here is that you have built an illusionary world around you. From the moment you popped out of your mama's womb and they started teaching you and training you how to act, how to think, how to be, what's good and bad, it's like the table is you, right? You built another world around this table, but it's a false world, it's an illusion world. And it's a fake world that keeps you connected with the world outside of you. And you're living from that world and not this world, the real you. You think that you're good, you think you're bad, you think that you're angry, you think you're evil, you think you're a sinner, you think you're a saint, you think you're a drug addict, you think you're whatever you think, identity you have. You're not living from here, you're living from this fake world that you have built around the real you. And you have gotten such an identity from that, it's hard for somebody to tell you that that's not you. Because if you let a little bit of it go, it leaves an empty space. And in that empty space, you don't feel like anything. You can't identify with anything. Well, who am I? I don't feel any kind of way right now. And so you run back into this false world just to get a feeling, just to get some type of feeling, an angry feeling, a sad feeling, or depressed feeling, a revengeful feeling, a judgmental feeling, or whatever feeling. And now you feel alive again, but you can't find peace in this false feeling of alive again. You're living an illusion. You're none of those things at all. Zero. You're neither white, nor black, nor brown, nor male, nor female, nor rich, nor poor, not happy, nor sad. None of those things. Zero. You're not your reputation. You're not the things that people say about you or what you think about yourself. It's all an illusion that you have built around you all your life due to the traumas that's been put upon you, and no one ever told you along the way, hey, cut it out. Stop being mad. That's not you. Stop overreacting. You're building a false house over your real house. And you're living in that false house, and you think getting married gonna solve the problem. You think having children gonna solve the problem. You think whatever you think, and it's not, because you're living an illusion. And that illusion is in the imagination. Satan made a promise that he's gonna pretend to be God, and he's gonna deceive every man, woman, and child. And that's what he's doing. There's no such thing as racism, as sexism, no isms. And all these wars that are happening is coming from this false illusion about one another, in the same way your war is happening in you. It ain't about love, it ain't about anyone but this false illusion. So the truth is giving you a chance to overcome, break down, destroy this false house that you live in. This house of your imagination and emotion, which is not yours. The truth says stop reacting to it. It's not you. And so, but what happened is when you get when you come into the light of the truth, which is God, you tremble. There's a reaction inside of you, a reaction of fear, of loss, of loneliness, or whatever, right? And you don't know that you're coming into the light of the Father, and that thing is trembling in the light. But you think it's you trembling. You think it's you that's having the pain of fear, or feel like throwing things down, or judging somebody else. It's not you. And so you're having these feelings, but you don't know these feelings are coming from the evil spirit that hate the light of God. And so what you do, you turn around from God, you turn away from the light, and you stay in your dark world. And then you go read the Bible, you go out to lunch, you do something to try to build that world back to have a feeling. What it means to go to God in fear and trembling is when you are afraid, when you're lonely, when you're scared, when you can hardly move, when you just can hardly breathe, you go into that light anyway. You walk in fear. You walk to that light in worry. You go to God in helplessness because you're not going to be able to be strong right now. So you go into that knowing that you're afraid. You go to it rather than running away from it. So that, because that's not you, those vibrations that you're having, those thrills that you're getting, those are the thrills of the devil. And the devil is afraid of the light. The light, don't even think about the devil. It has no thought about the devil at all. As you will no longer have thoughts once you go to the Father in fear and trembling. And it's not you that's going to the Father in fear and trembling, it's the spirit of the devil. You're already with the Father. But this illusion doesn't want to go to the Father, and it make you think it's you and keep you from going to the light, so it'll be destroyed, taken away from you. You are possessed. And all these vibrations and feeling you have are not yours. Let it happen. Let's say that I said something really bad about you right now, and right away you get ticked. And the devil said, don't ever go back to that meeting. And look how the people looking at you, the people think you're so glamorous and intellectual and blah, 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 right? And Jesse just made you look like an idiot. And now you get a vibration, a feeling from it. You get mad. You feel something. And instead of, oh, you want to cuss me out. And you may not cuss me out, but you outside the door there, you'll bring everybody at the church around you. That just ain't no damn good. Why am I following him? He just like, he just a human. I'm going back there. And then the other people go, yeah, child, I know what you mean. Those who are not rooted yet. But those who are rooted tell you, you know, go ahead on, I'm coming back. But instead of taking that pain and knowing that it's not you, even if you don't know it's not you, you take the pain anyway and let the light destroy it. You should welcome me doing that to you, because it brings up the darkness inside of you so you can see that it's in you. And the light will destroy it. But if you give it more light by blaming me or running away from it, then you're going to stay in this illusion of a false world. You're not going to God in fear and trembling. The thing that's going to God in fear and trembling is not you. It's the devil that's in you, and you think that is you. And that's what it means to go to God in fear and trembling. You should, if somebody's about to destroy your reputation, and you're scared that they're going to destroy you, and you run from them, that's a big mistake. You run to them and let them say whatever they want. Whatever they want to call you. If 1,000 people join forces with them and they all against you, and you're standing there fear and trembling because they mess up your reputation. Fear and trembling, you're standing before God. And it's not you, but it's the spirit of evil that's standing before God. And God will destroy this thing that made a home in you. God will tear down that fake house you built inside of yourself. It's not you going to fear and trembling, it's that false you. Stop. If somebody talk about you, you feel bad? Fine. Feel bad. Count it all joy when you're feeling the pain. Tribulations worketh patience in your life. It destroys it. Don't be mad if somebody laugh at you. It's not you they're laughing at. It's this you, false you that you've identified with. So don't run away from challenges. Don't run away from fear. Run to fear. All the way through it. And on the other side, you're free. And the spirit of evil will be taken away from you. In reality, you will see the real you, and it's paradise. That makes sense a little bit?
Yes. Well, can I
Yes. Right here, and she's with us now, back from El Salvador. That must have been a good trip. Yes.
So in going to God in fear and trembling, are you saying that we should, like the example you cited, you said something offensive to me and I'm angry. but I'm not going to God. Are you saying I'm sitting in the anger and just not responding to it and letting it pass, and that is going to God?
100%.
Okay.
Don't do anything about it. See that it's there by being aware of it, and do nothing, and you're going to God in fear and trembling. And again, that's not you, it's the devil in the light, and he's trembling, and he has fear, and he has doubt. He's scared of the light, but you think it's you because all your life you've been thinking that you are your thoughts and emotions, so you keep running from the light. And it's not you running from the light, it's the devil running from it. But you help keep it alive by calling it you.
Okay, so is the silent prayer also going to God? And is that not related
This silent
to
prayer, this silent prayer is causing you to calm down and let go so you can start to see what's going on so you can stay present.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
You're welcome. In the black. Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I totally agree with what you're saying. A lot of the things that I hold on to, the reasons why I was so angry is because I felt like that person challenged who I was and changed who I was. So I get what you're saying about the whole reputation thing. Again, I think it's the same thing as when I first got here. I don't know who to be then.
Be nothing. There's no one to be.
Got it.
You became a living being. All you have to do is be a living being. You don't have to be any of these things. And when that trauma happened, it didn't happen to you. It happened to your body, but not to you. And let's say that your parents had been on the right track, and that trauma happened, and you went and told them, this person did something to me, and blah, blah, blah. They would say, you know what? That's evil. Don't react. Don't hate them. And that doesn't mean there would have been some type of action to take, but you would have done it in the light and in love rather than in hate, and you would have walked away from there untouched. Okay. The one thing I want to say about untouched, this is so good. What you're going to start to realize when you overcome this fake you, as you were saying so clearly earlier, this is your world, everything is happening inside. The outside world cannot touch you. The outside world can only touch you because you identify with the outside world. You believe what they say. You have something to prove. You don't. You're trying to hold on to a fake self, and you don't. And the outside world is evil. Hell is on earth through people. The earth itself is not hell. It's the people who are hell. And they roam the earth just like the devil, trying to see who they can devour. And that's what the devil does in your mind. Amazing.